2026 is shaping up to be one of the worst times in the last decade to buy a Toronto condo. Not because Toronto is a bad city, not because real estate is dead, but because the condo math is broken, and the December 2025 data proves it. If you're thinking of buying a condo this year because prices are down, or because you're afraid of missing the next run up, stay with me because by the end of this video, you will know exactly why waiting could save you hundreds of thousands of dollars and what you should do instead. Oh, this is not a never buy condos video. This is a proceed with caution video. This is backed by the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board's December 2025 data, focusing only on condos and how it actually affects buyers and investors. Let's start with the demand, because demand is what protects your downside. In December 2025, Toronto condo sales were down another 6% from last year's slow market. This is not a seasonal dip. This is buyers waiting and sitting on the sidelines. And here's the problem. Condos rely heavily on first-time buyers, investors, and pre-construction sales. All three groups are under pressure at the same time. When condo demand weakens, prices grind lower. Now, let's talk pricing. The average Toronto condo price declined in December 2025 to $663,000, down from the peak of $831,000 in March 2022. That is a 21% drop. But here's the part most people miss. Prices are down, yet affordability is still terrible. You might ask why. Even at lower prices and historically normal interest rates, maintenance fees and property taxes have spiked the past 5 years. So your monthly cost hasn't fallen nearly as much as the price headlines suggest. That is a dangerous combination. Falling prices without improved affordability. Now, where the condo market cracks is active listings remain elevated, while sales are falling. There is additional supply of condos for sale that market stats do not show, the assignment market. This is the market where buyers of pre-construction condos can't close, and they're trying to offload the contract before the builder's closing date. So whatever the numbers Toronto Regional Real Estate Board is showing, there's a lot more out there for sale. That means one thing: months of inventory is rising, and condos are especially vulnerable because units are commodities as floor plates in a building are similar. Buyers have endless options. Sellers are competing against each other. When inventory builds in the condo market, buyers hold pricing power. In 2026, buyers are patient. If prices were to go up, condos would be selling fast and months of inventory would be falling. They're not. The average days on market shows hesitation, negotiation, and failed listings. This tells us that listings are sitting for a long time, price reductions are common, and sellers are chasing the market down. This is not what the beginning of a strong run looks like. Now, let's talk about condo investors in 2026. Rents have dropped with increased supply of condos coming to completion and purpose-built rentals. Expenses are higher and financing costs are still high, which means most Toronto condos are cash flow negative. You're betting on appreciation alone in a market where prices are declining, supply is growing, and demand is weak. That is not investing. That is speculation. For pre-construction condos, it's actually even worse. Appraisals are coming in lower than contract prices. Assignment inventory is rising. Buyers are struggling to close. That creates forced selling pressure, which means resale condos will continue competing against distressed pre-construction sellers in 2026. This will only end when the final batch of completions comes to market in 2026. After that, it will be possibly a couple years until the condo market stabilizes. And because nothing has been built over the past few years, only then prices will appreciate. But again, this will take years to happen. What smart buyers should be doing in 2026? Here's the takeaway. Condo buyers in 2026 should focus on larger units with parking. Look for condos that have been on the market above the average days on market. Look for condos that have had multiple price adjustments. Look for tenanted condos, which are deterrent to many buyers if you are flexible with your closing date. Look for vacant condos as the sellers are bleeding cash carrying an empty unit, or shift focus away from condos entirely by, for example, looking at semi-detached properties with a basement suite. There are opportunities in the condo market if you have a long-term perspective. Prices have come down 21% from the peak of March 2022. Here are 3 action steps potential condo buyers can take. 1. Do not rush into the Toronto condo market just because prices are down. 2. Ensure you financially qualify and have employment stability. 3. Think of the exit strategy first. How easy will it be to sell or rent the condo in the future? This is where the layout, views, and floor level matters. Take a look Never Buy These Condos video, which I put the link in the description below. Do this and you can move up confidently or buy your first condo, protect your wealth, and avoid the costly mistakes that trip up so many buyers. If this was helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button so more people can benefit from this information. If you want a personalized breakdown, my contact information is below. I'm happy to help you create a plan tailored to selling your current home and buying your next one in this shifting Toronto market. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.